Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. Today, we're diving into the rich history of one of the most iconic coins from the United States of America, the Washington quarter dollar, specifically the legendary 1965 edition. This coin has captivated collectors and treasure hunters alike for decades, and for good reason. It's a piece of history, a symbol of American heritage, and for some lucky individuals, a gateway to unimaginable wealth. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, it became one of the most circulated coins in American history, with its elegant design and enduring symbolism of patriotism. The coin features a bust of George Washington on the obverse, with the word Liberty inscribed above the motto, "In God We Trust," to the left, and the date of minting below. The reverse side showcases a majestic bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, surrounded by olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. Now, let's focus on the 1965 Washington quarter dollar. This particular year marked a pivotal moment in the history of American coinage. It was the first year that the U.S. Mint transitioned from silver coins to a copper-nickel clad composition. Before 1965, quarters were composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, due to a rising demand for silver and increasing production costs, the Mint opted for a more cost-effective material. As a result, the 1965 quarter became the first of its kind, representing a new era in coinage. While most 1965 quarters were produced in the new copper-nickel clad composition, rumors and speculation abound about a rare anomaly, a small batch of 1965 quarters that were mistakenly struck on 90% silver planchets. This error occurred because leftover silver blanks from 1964 were inadvertently used in the production of the 1965 quarters. Such mistakes are incredibly rare, making these coins some of the most sought-after treasures in numismatic circles. Collectors and enthusiasts around the world have spent countless hours hunting for these elusive silver 1965 quarters. To identify one, you'll need to carefully examine the coin's weight and appearance. A silver quarter weighs approximately 6.25 grams, whereas a copper-nickel clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams. Additionally, the edges of a silver quarter lack the copper-colored stripes seen on modern clad coins. Spotting these subtle differences can mean the difference between a regular quarter and a life-changing discovery. But what makes the 1965 Washington quarter dollar so special, beyond its rarity? It's the story it tells. It's a tangible connection to a moment in history when America was undergoing profound changes, both socially and economically. It's a reminder of the ingenuity and precision of the U.S. Mint, and of the occasional human errors that result in treasures that excite and inspire generations of collectors. If you're lucky enough to find a 1965 Washington quarter dollar struck on a silver planchet, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a piece of history worth preserving. And if you're wondering about its value, this rare coin has fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions. In fact, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar, when verified as being struck on a silver planchet, has been known to reach an astounding value of $100,000. So, the next time you come across a seemingly ordinary quarter, take a closer look. Who knows? You might be holding a fortune in your hands. Stay curious, keep hunting, and remember that treasures often lie hidden in the most unexpected places. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories about the world's most valuable coins. Top 2. We're going to uncover the incredible story behind one of the most intriguing and sought-after coins in the United States of America, the 1967 Washington quarter dollar. This coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, enthusiasts, and treasure hunters alike. It is a symbol of American history, a testament to numismatic artistry, and a potential goldmine for those lucky enough to find a rare variation. The Washington quarter dollar has been an iconic piece of American currency since its inception in 1932, designed to honor the first President of the United States, George Washington. The obverse side of the coin features a detailed bust of Washington, his gaze steady and resolute, accompanied by the inscriptions, Liberty, and In God We Trust. Below Washington's profile lies the minting year, 1967, the year that became a significant milestone in the history of this coin series. On the reverse side, we see a majestic bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, surrounded by olive branches. This design symbolizes the strength and peace that define the nation, making the coin not just a piece of currency but also a small canvas capturing American ideals. But what makes the 1967 Washington quarter dollar stand out among the millions of quarters minted over the years? To understand its significance, we need to look back at the historical and economic context of the late 1960s. During this period, the United States was undergoing rapid changes. The demand for coins was at an all-time high, driven by the booming economy and the growing population. To keep up with the increasing demand, the U.S. Mint had to ramp up production. In an effort to streamline the minting process, they decided to forego mint marks on all coins produced in 1965, 1966, and 1967. This means that 1967 quarters, like those minted in the two preceding years, do not carry a mint mark, making it impossible to determine whether they were struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. While most 1967 Washington quarters were struck in the standard copper-nickel clad composition introduced in 1965. Stories of rare errors and anomalies have emerged over the years, sparking excitement and intrigue among collectors. These errors could include double strikes, off-center strikes, or coins mistakenly struck on silver planchets left over from the pre-1965 era. Such errors are exceedingly rare, but their existence turns an ordinary coin into a highly coveted piece of numismatic history. Collectors searching for these elusive errors often look for subtle details. The weight of the coin is a key factor. A silver planchet would weigh slightly more than the standard copper-nickel clad coin. Additionally, the absence of the copper-colored edge stripe, which is characteristic of clad coins, is a telltale sign that a quarter may be struck on a silver planchet. The allure of the 1967 Washington quarter dollar isn't just about the rarity of errors. It's about the story the coin tells, a story of transition, adaptation, and innovation within the U.S. Mint. The 1960s were a transformative time for the nation, and the coins of this era reflect the challenges and triumphs of that period. Owning a 1967 Washington quarter dollar is like holding a piece of history in your hands. It's a tangible connection to a time when the world was changing, and the United States was leading the way in innovation and progress. For coin enthusiasts, finding a rare variation of this coin is not just a thrilling discovery, it's a moment of awe and reverence for the artistry and precision of numismatic craftsmanship. But let's get to the part that everyone wants to know. What is the value of a 1967 Washington quarter dollar? While most examples of this coin are worth their face value, a rare variation, such as one struck on a silver planchet or featuring a significant minting error, can be worth a fortune. In fact, the value of a rare 1967 Washington quarter dollar has been known to reach an astounding $90,000. So, the next time you come across a 1967 Washington quarter dollar, don't dismiss it as just another coin. Take a closer look. You might be holding a treasure in your hands. Keep hunting, stay curious, and remember, the world of coins is full of hidden gems waiting to be discovered. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories and insights into the world of rare coins and collectibles. Top 3. We're diving into the remarkable history and hidden treasures behind the 1974 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters across the globe. This coin is more than just a piece of currency, it's a reflection of American history, a testament to the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, and in some rare cases, a pathway to unimaginable wealth. The Washington quarter dollar has been a cornerstone of U.S. currency since its debut in 1932. Originally created to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, this iconic coin has become a symbol of American pride and tradition. On its obverse side, you'll find a finely detailed portrait of Washington, his steadfast gaze embodying the strength and resolve of a nation. Surrounding his image are the words "Liberty" and "I in God We Trust," with the year 1974 prominently displayed beneath. On the reverse side, the coin features a majestic bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, flanked by olive branches. This design, which has graced the quarter for decades, represents the balance of strength and peace that defines the United States. The intricate details of the eagle's feathers, the arrows, and the branches showcase the exceptional artistry and precision of the U.S. Mint. But what makes the 1974 Washington quarter dollar so special? To truly understand its significance, we must delve into the historical and economic context of the early 1970s. The United States was in the midst of significant changes, both domestically and globally. The Vietnam War was coming to an end, the energy crisis was reshaping the economy, and the nation was experiencing a period of both challenge and growth. During this era, coins like the 1974 quarter played a vital role in the daily lives of Americans. The 1974 Washington quarter was minted in large quantities at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. However, like many coins, the real intrigue lies in the potential for rare errors and anomalies. These errors, whether caused by planchet mistakes, striking issues, or die misalignments, can transform an ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare variations. For instance, a quarter struck on a wrong planchet, such as one intended for another denomination, can fetch incredible prices at auction. Similarly, double-struck coins, off-center strikes, or coins with die cracks are highly sought after. These errors are like fingerprints, making each affected coin unique and valuable in the eyes of collectors. Another intriguing aspect of the 1974 Washington quarter is its role in the transition from silver to copper-nickel clad coinage. While the U.S. Mint had switched to clad compositions in 1965, the legacy of silver coins still lingered in the minds of collectors. Occasionally, coins from this era have been found struck on leftover silver planchets, creating a highly desirable and extremely rare piece. For those who are passionate about coin collecting, the 1974 Washington quarter is a prime example of why this hobby is so exciting. Every coin tells a story, and every error or anomaly adds a new chapter to that story. The thrill of discovering a rare variation, the joy of uncovering a hidden gem, and the satisfaction of holding a piece of history in your hands are what make coin collecting such a rewarding pursuit. Now, you might be wondering how to determine if your 1974 Washington quarter is worth more than its face value. Start by examining the coin closely. Look for any unusual features, such as a misaligned die, a missing mint mark, or an odd weight that could indicate a planchet error. Pay attention to the coin's condition as well. Coins in mint state, free of scratches and wear, are more likely to command higher prices. Of course, rarity plays a crucial role in determining value. A unique error or a limited production variation can make a significant difference. Coins with a well-documented history of errors or anomalies have been known to achieve staggering prices at auction, turning everyday people into lucky owners of valuable treasures. And now, the moment you've been waiting for: the value of a rare 1974 Washington quarter dollar. While most examples of this coin are worth their face value, a rare variation or error can command an astonishing price in the collector's market. In fact, some of these coins have been valued at an incredible $80,000. So, the next time you come across a 1974 Washington quarter dollar, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of American history, and perhaps even a small fortune, in your hands. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of rare coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories of hidden treasures and valuable discoveries. Top 4. We are uncovering the intriguing tale behind the 1984 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that represents not just a snapshot of American heritage, but also a potential gateway to significant fortune. This coin is more than just a piece of metal, it's a treasure waiting to be discovered, with a story that will captivate both seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. The Washington quarter dollar has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1932. Designed to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, this coin has become an enduring symbol of patriotism and a testament to the United States Mint's dedication to excellence. Its timeless design features the profile of George Washington on the obverse, accompanied by the inscriptions "Liberty" and "I in God We Trust," with the year 1984 prominently displayed beneath. On the reverse, the coin showcases a majestic bald eagle clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons, surrounded by olive branches symbolizing peace. This iconic design, steeped in American tradition, has graced the quarter for decades, offering a sense of continuity and pride. The intricate craftsmanship of the eagle's feathers, the arrows, and the olive branches reflect the meticulous artistry that goes into creating these coins. But what makes the 1984 Washington quarter dollar so special? To truly appreciate its significance, we must journey back to the mid-1980s, a time when the United States was experiencing a period of economic growth, technological advancement, and cultural change. Coins minted during this era carry with them the essence of that transformative time, making them valuable not just in monetary terms but also as historical artifacts. The 1984 Washington quarter was minted in large quantities at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, as with many coins, it is the rare errors and anomalies that elevate some specimens to extraordinary levels of desirability. These errors, whether due to planchet mistakes, striking irregularities, or die misalignments, can transform an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind treasure sought after by collectors around the world. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the possibility of discovering these rare variations. Coins struck on wrong planchets, such as those intended for other denominations or even foreign coins, are particularly prized. Similarly, double-struck coins, off-center strikes, or those with dramatic die cracks can command premium prices in the collector's market. Each error tells a unique story, turning the coin into a piece of art with its own identity. Another factor that adds to the allure of the 1984 Washington quarter dollar is its connection to the ongoing evolution of U.S. coinage. By the 1980s, the transition to copper-nickel-clad coinage was firmly established, yet the legacy of earlier silver coins still lingered in the minds of collectors. Occasionally, coins from this period have been found struck on leftover silver planchets or other unexpected materials, creating incredibly rare and highly valuable pieces. For collectors, the 1984 Washington quarter is a prime example of why this hobby is so exhilarating. Each coin has the potential to be a hidden gem, and the thrill of discovery is unmatched. Whether it's the joy of identifying a unique error or the satisfaction of adding a rare piece to your collection, the journey of collecting is as rewarding as the treasures themselves. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1984 Washington quarter, take a moment to examine it closely. Look for any signs of errors or anomalies, such as a missing mint mark, unusual weight, or irregular details. Even the smallest variation could mean the difference between an ordinary coin and an extraordinary find. Of course, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in its value. Coins in pristine condition, free of wear and tear, are more likely to attract attention from collectors and command higher prices at auction. Preserving your coins in a safe and secure environment is essential to maintaining their value over time. And now, the moment you've been waiting for: the value of a rare 1984 Washington quarter dollar. While most of these coins are worth their face value, a rare error or anomaly can propel its worth to astonishing heights. In fact, some of these rare coins have been valued at an incredible $70,000. Imagine the possibilities of discovering such a treasure. It's a reminder that history often hides in plain sight, and the next time you hold a coin in your hand, you might just be holding a piece of America's past, and perhaps even a key to your future. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of rare coins. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories of hidden treasures and valuable discoveries. Top 5. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1986 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that might just surprise you with its potential value and significance. If you're a coin collector, history enthusiast, or just someone curious about the world of rare coins, you've come to the right place. Stay tuned, because the journey we're about to take will open your eyes to the incredible world of collectible quarters, And who knows, maybe you'll find yourself a future millionaire. The Washington quarter dollar has been a staple of American coinage since it was first introduced in 1932. Initially designed by John Flanagan to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the coin has become one of the most iconic and enduring pieces of U.S. currency. Over the years, the design has evolved, but the essence of the coin has remained the same, an elegant tribute to one of the country's founding fathers. In 1986, the United States Mint produced a series of Washington quarters that would go on to be a cornerstone in the world of coin collecting. While the 1986 Washington quarter dollar might not be the most famous coin in the collection, it certainly holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, particularly for its connection to the mid-1980s era. It was a time of economic growth, technological innovation, and cultural shifts, and the 1986 quarter captures the spirit of that transformative period. At first glance, the 1986 Washington quarter may seem like a simple coin, but there's far more to it than meets the eye. Like all coins from the 1980s, this one was minted using copper-nickel clad, which replaced the silver content in earlier quarters. However, it's important to note that the value of a coin isn't just about its material composition, it's about its rarity, condition, and in some cases, the mistakes made during its minting process. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1986 Washington quarter dollar is the potential for finding rare errors that can drastically increase the value of an otherwise common coin. Minting errors are incredibly valuable in the world of coin collecting, and they come in many forms. For example, off-center strikes, double strikes, die cracks, or even coins struck with the wrong planchet can make a coin exponentially more valuable. These anomalies are part of what makes coin collecting such an exciting and unpredictable hobby. One of the most sought-after variations of the 1986 Washington quarter dollar is the rare error coins that feature misprints or unique markings. These are coins that were either improperly struck, had damage during the minting process, or were produced with some other form of imperfection. These imperfections can make a coin significantly more valuable. For example, if you find a 1986 Washington quarter that was struck off-center, you could be sitting on a true treasure. Collectors often focus on these imperfections because they are so rare. Imagine stumbling upon a 1986 quarter with a dramatic error. This could be your ticket to a significant payout. A coin with such a flaw would not only be a rarity but also a piece of American history. The thrill of finding a coin with an error, especially when it's tied to such an iconic piece of U.S. currency, is what makes coin hunting so exhilarating. The condition of the coin is another crucial factor in determining its value. A quarter that has been well preserved, free from scratches, dings, and other types of damage, will always fetch a higher price than one that shows signs of wear. If you've inherited a collection of coins, or you're just getting started with your own, it's essential to handle them with care. Storing your coins in a safe place, away from extreme temperatures and humidity, is vital to maintaining their value. Another factor to consider when evaluating a 1986 Washington quarter is the demand from collectors. The more collectors that are interested in a particular coin, the higher the demand, and consequently, the higher the price. Coins that have historical significance, especially those that represent important moments in American history or those with rare features, will often see a greater interest from buyers. As more collectors seek out these rare finds, the value of those coins can skyrocket. Now, let's take a moment to focus on the value of a well-preserved, rare 1986 Washington quarter dollar. If you're lucky enough to have one of these elusive coins with a rare minting error or in perfect condition, you could be sitting on a significant amount of money. While the standard 1986 Washington quarter may only be worth its face value of 25 cents, a rare error coin or one in pristine condition could fetch an astounding price at auction. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the value of a rare 1986 Washington quarter dollar in pristine condition, or one with an error. You could potentially sell this coin for up to $70,000. Yes, you heard that right, $70,000. That's the incredible potential that a rare Washington quarter can hold. Imagine stumbling upon this rare find in your pocket change or while sorting through a box of old coins. You could be holding a piece of American history worth a small fortune. So, the The next time you come across a 1986 Washington quarter, take a moment to examine it closely. Look for any signs of errors, unusual wear, or unique features. You never know, you might just be holding onto a rare coin that could change your life forever. Thank you for joining us in today's exploration of the 1986 Washington quarter dollar. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future coin collecting tips and valuable discoveries. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe the next rare coin you find will be worth more than you ever imagined. Top 6. The Washington quarter dollar, a staple of American currency, has been circulating in the United States since 1932. Featuring the image of George Washington, the first president of the United States, the Washington quarter holds a prominent place in American numismatic history. Yet among its many iterations, one year stands out, 1987. Although it may seem like just another coin produced in the mid-80s, the 1987 Washington quarter has garnered a great deal of attention in the numismatic world, becoming a coveted item for collectors. Today, this coin has been valued at a staggering $60,000, but how did it reach this impressive value? To fully understand the significance of the 1987 Washington quarter, we must first take a step back into history. The Washington quarter was initially designed in 1932 by John Flanagan, who was tasked with creating a new quarter to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. His design, featuring a left-facing bust of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, became the standard for the quarter for decades. Fast forward to the 1980s, and the coin was still a familiar and reliable currency circulating in the pockets and purses of everyday Americans. The 1987 Washington quarter was minted during the tail end of a period of heavy coin production as the United States continued to experience economic growth and prosperity. The 1987 quarter marked another year of mass production, with millions of these coins being minted, primarily at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mint facilities. What sets the 1987 Washington quarter apart from others is its relatively low collector appeal initially. However, it is now regarded as one of the standout examples of the Washington quarter series. The secret behind its high value lies in its rarity and condition, rather than its historical significance. While the 1987 Washington quarter is not a rare year in terms of overall mintage, its value has soared due to specific circumstances. The design of the 1987 quarter remained largely unchanged from the original 1932 design. On the obverse, George Washington's likeness is captured in exquisite detail, with the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," surrounding him. The year, 1987, is inscribed beneath Washington's image, and the mint mark appears to the right. The reverse of the 1987 quarter features a majestic eagle perched on a branch, a symbol of strength and freedom, along with the inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E pluribus unum." The reverse design is a testament to the enduring symbolism that the Washington quarter has come to represent, as well as its connection to the ideals of the United States. While the design itself is timeless, it's the specific factors around its production that make the 1987 Washington quarter so sought after. The United States Mint produced several million quarters in 1987, but only a fraction of them are in mint-perfect condition. For collectors, this is key. Coins that have survived the years in pristine condition are exceedingly rare and can command much higher prices at auction or in private sales. Another factor contributing to the 1987 quarter's value is its association with certain key errors or variations. For example, certain 1987 quarters were struck with minting defects, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or improperly aligned dies, which can make them exceptionally valuable to the right collector. These variations, though rare, are the holy grails of coin collecting, and finding an error-struck 1987 quarter is akin to finding a treasure hidden in plain sight. As we look deeper into the minting details, we see that the Philadelphia Mint, in particular, produced a substantial number of the 1987 Washington quarters, and these coins are often seen without a mint mark, making them especially desirable to collectors seeking to complete a collection of Washington quarters. The Denver Mint and San Francisco Mint produced quarters with the D and S mint marks, respectively, but it's the coins from Philadelphia, often in near perfect condition, that are the most valuable today. Now, let's discuss how these coins have increased in value over time. While the 1987 Washington quarter wasn't initially considered rare, its value has steadily risen in recent years, particularly as the demand for high-grade and era-struck coins has surged in the numismatic market. Coins that have been preserved in mint state, particularly those graded by professional services like the PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are fetching impressive sums. In particular, 1987 quarters that have been graded as MS-70, Mint State 70, or higher can command prices upwards of $60,000, depending on their rarity, grade, and any unique minting errors they might have. Collectors who specialize in the Washington Quarter series are always on the lookout for rare finds like these. And the 1987 Washington Quarter has proven to be an excellent investment for those who have recognized its potential. It's not just about the monetary value. Owning a piece of American history, especially one as iconic as the Washington Quarter, is a point of pride for collectors and investors alike. The surge in the 1987 Washington Quarter's value can also be attributed to the growing trend of investing in rare and collectible coins. As the years go by, the number of these coins in mint-perfect condition becomes more limited. This scarcity, combined with the growing interest in numismatics, has created a perfect storm that has driven up the demand and value for these coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone new to the hobby, the 1987 Washington Quarter presents an opportunity to own a piece of American history with a significant return on investment. As we reach the conclusion of this deep dive into the 1987 Washington Quarter dollar, it's clear that this seemingly ordinary coin has become a highly prized item in the world of numismatics. From its historical design to its rare minting details, the 1987 Washington Quarter is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a collector's dream. With a current value of $60,000, this coin has earned its place as a valuable piece of American history, cherished by collectors and investors alike. So, the next time you come across a 1987 Washington Quarter, take a moment to appreciate its legacy and its potential. What might seem like just another coin could very well be a rare gem waiting to be discovered. Top 7. The Washington Quarter dollar is one of the most iconic coins in American numismatic history, having been minted since 1932 to commemorate George Washington, the first President of the United States. Over the decades, this quarter has evolved, seen variations in design, and experienced periods of mass production. While some years have seen the coin remain common and accessible to collectors, others have seen specific years take on a remarkable value, transforming ordinary coins into rare treasures. One such coin is the 1993 Washington Quarter dollar, which, despite being part of a regular minting run, now holds a staggering value of $40,000. But how did this seemingly ordinary coin become so valuable? To understand the significance of the 1993 Washington Quarter, we first need to take a look at its historical context. The 1993 quarter was part of the ongoing series of Washington quarters that began in 1932, the year of the coin's initial release. This quarter design, created by artist John Flanagan, has endured the test of time. Flanagan design, featuring a left-facing bust of George Washington on the obverse and a soaring eagle on the reverse, became a classic representation of American strength and unity. By 1993, the design was largely unchanged from its 1932 origins. But while the design remained consistent, the way coins were being produced had evolved. The late 20th century marked an interesting point for American coinage. The United States Mint was producing high quantities of quarters each year to keep up with the demand for everyday transactions. However, by the time the 1993 quarter was minted, a number of factors would begin to influence its rarity and value in the future. The 1993 quarter dollar was produced in large numbers, with the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and San Francisco Mint all contributing to the total mintage. This fact alone would normally make the 1993 quarter a common coin, circulating widely in the pockets of Americans and receiving little attention from collectors. However, as time passed, the value of certain coins would begin to soar, not because of the rarity of their mintages, but because of specific characteristics tied to individual coins, particularly those in pristine condition or exhibiting rare minting errors. Now let's examine the design of the 1993 Washington quarter dollar in greater detail. The obverse features George Washington, as always, his face etched with meticulous care. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the year of minting, 1993. Washington's figure remains the central focus, with every detail, from his hair to his features, showing the artistry behind the coin. The mint mark appears to the right of Washington's figure, indicating where the coin was struck. On the reverse side, the coin displays an eagle perched atop a bundle of arrows and an olive branch. The eagle symbolizes the United States' strength, while the olive branch represents peace, making this reverse design an emblem of the country's ideals. The reverse is surrounded by the inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum." The year 1993 is not only important because of the coin's production but also because it marked a time in which certain coins began to garner attention from collectors for their condition or any imperfections they might have been minted with. Despite the general circulation of the 1993 Washington quarter, certain versions of the coin have risen to prominence because of their condition and the absence of certain minting defects that commonly occurred in the production process. This is where things start to get interesting. In the world of coin collecting, condition is paramount. Coins that were well preserved, especially those with no signs of wear or imperfections, quickly became sought-after items. A coin in mint state, with no visible marks, scratches, or wear from circulation, is worth far more than a coin that has been used. A well-preserved 1993 Washington quarter, graded by a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC, can fetch substantial prices in the marketplace. In fact, coins that are graded MS-67 or higher, meaning they are virtually flawless and without defects, can see prices soar. These are the examples that collectors desire the most, and these pristine coins can command tens of thousands of dollars. Another important factor to consider is the presence of minting errors. The 1993 quarter, like other coins of its era, saw a number of coins struck with minor errors. These minting errors are what make certain quarters rare and valuable, particularly those with double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. For collectors, these errors are more than just imperfections. They are prized anomalies that add uniqueness and rarity to a coin. Even a small minting error on a 1993 Washington quarter can increase its value exponentially, as collectors hunt for these rare finds to complete their collections. So, what exactly makes the 1993 Washington quarter worth $40,000? While the production numbers were high and the design remained unchanged from prior years, the value of this coin is tied to several factors: the rare minting errors, the high-quality specimens that survived in mint condition, and the growing demand for rare and unique coins in the numismatic world. Coin collectors and investors alike have taken a keen interest in the Washington quarter series, and the 1993 quarter, in particular, has become a key piece in many collections due to its rarity and pristine condition and the collector market's increasing demand. As the years have passed, collectors who held on to their 1993 Washington quarters have found themselves sitting on a small fortune. Coins in perfect condition or those with desirable errors are now highly prized, with collectors willing to pay $40,000 or more to own a piece of American numismatic history. This increase in value can also be attributed to the investment potential of rare coins. As with any rare collectible, the law of supply and demand dictates that fewer coins in excellent condition and with minting errors lead to higher prices. The 1993 Washington quarter has become a shining example of this principle in action. As time goes on and fewer of these coins remain in circulation in perfect condition, the price will only continue to climb. For collectors, this is the perfect opportunity to invest in a piece of American history while also potentially profiting from the increasing value of these rare coins. The 1993 Washington quarter dollar isn't just a relic from the past, it's a treasure, one that has proven to be a wise investment for those who recognized its potential early on. Top 8. One such coin is the 1993 Washington. The Washington quarter dollar is one of the most iconic coins in American numismatic history, having been minted since 1932 to commemorate George Washington, the first President of the United States. Over the decades, this quarter has evolved, seen variations in design, and experienced periods of mass production. While some years have seen the coin remain common and accessible to collectors, others have seen specific years take on a remarkable value, transforming ordinary coins into rare treasures. One such coin is the 1993 Washington quarter dollar, which, despite being part of a regular minting run, now holds a staggering value of $40,000. But how did this seemingly ordinary coin become so valuable? To understand the significance of the 1993 Washington quarter, we first need to take a look at its historical context. The 1993 quarter was part of the ongoing series of Washington quarters that began in 1932, the year of the coin's initial release. This quarter design, created by artist John Flanagan, has endured the test of time. Flanagan design, featuring a left-facing bust of George Washington on the obverse and a soaring eagle on the reverse, became a classic representation of American strength and unity. By 1993, the design was largely unchanged from its 1932 origins. But while the design remained consistent, the way coins were being produced had evolved. The late 20th century marked an interesting point for American coinage. The United States Mint was producing high quantities of quarters each year to keep up with the demand for everyday transactions. However, by the time the 1993 quarter was minted, a number of factors would begin to influence its rarity and value in the future. The 1993 quarter dollar was produced in large numbers, with the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and San Francisco Mint all contributing to the total mintage. This fact alone would normally make the 1993 quarter a common coin, circulating widely in the pockets of Americans and receiving little attention from collectors. However, as time passed, the value of certain coins would begin to soar, not because of the rarity of their mintages, but because of specific characteristics tied to individual coins, particularly those in pristine condition or exhibiting rare minting errors. Now let's examine the design of the 1993 Washington quarter dollar in greater detail. The obverse features George Washington, as always, his face etched with meticulous care. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the year of minting, 1993. Washington's figure remains the central focus, with every detail, from his hair to his features, showing the artistry behind the coin. The mint mark appears to the right of Washington's figure, indicating where the coin was struck. On the reverse side, the coin displays an eagle perched atop a bundle of arrows and an olive branch. The eagle symbolizes the United States' strength, while the olive branch represents peace, making this reverse design an emblem of the country's ideals. The reverse is surrounded by the inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum." The year 1993 is not only important because of the coin's production but also because it marked a time in which certain coins began to garner attention from collectors for their condition or any imperfections they might have been minted with. Despite the general circulation of the 1993 Washington quarter, certain versions of the coin have risen to prominence because of their condition and the absence of certain minting defects that commonly occurred in the production process. This is where things start to get interesting. In the world of coin collecting, condition is paramount. Coins that were well preserved, especially those with no signs of wear or imperfections, quickly became sought-after items. A coin in mint state, with no visible marks, scratches, or wear from circulation, is worth far more than a coin that has been used. A well-preserved 1993 Washington quarter, graded by a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC, can fetch substantial prices in the marketplace. In fact, coins that are graded MS67 or higher, meaning they are virtually flawless and without defects, can see prices soar. These are the examples that collectors desire the most, and these pristine coins can command tens of thousands of dollars. Another important factor to consider is the presence of minting errors. The 1993 quarter, like other coins of its era, saw a number of coins struck with minor errors. These minting errors are what make certain quarters rare and valuable, particularly those with double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. For collectors, these errors are more than just imperfections. They are prized anomalies that add uniqueness and rarity to a coin. Even a small minting error on a 1993 Washington quarter can increase its value exponentially, as collectors hunt for these rare finds to complete their collections. So, what exactly makes the 1993 Washington quarter worth $40,000? While the production numbers were high and the design remained unchanged from prior years, the value of this coin is tied to several factors: the rare minting errors, the high-quality specimens that survived in mint condition, and the growing demand for rare and unique coins in the numismatic world. Coin collectors and investors alike have taken a keen interest in the Washington Quarter series, and the 1993 quarter, in particular, has become a key piece in many collections due to its rarity and pristine condition and the collector market's increasing demand. As the years have passed, collectors who held on to their 1993 Washington quarters have found themselves sitting on a small fortune. Coins in perfect condition or those with desirable errors are now highly prized, with collectors willing to pay $40,000 or more to own a piece of American numismatic history. This increase in value can also be attributed to the investment potential of rare coins. As with any rare collectible, the law of supply and demand dictates that fewer coins in excellent condition and with minting errors lead to higher prices. The 1993 Washington quarter has become a shining example of this principle in action. As time goes on and fewer of these coins remain in circulation in perfect condition, the price will only continue to climb. For collectors, this is the perfect opportunity to invest in a piece of American history while also potentially profiting from the increasing value of these rare coins. The 1993 Washington quarter dollar isn't just a relic from the past, it's a treasure, one that has proven to be a wise investment for those who recognized its potential early on. Dollar, which, despite being part of a regular minting run, now holds a staggering value of $40,000. But how did this seemingly ordinary coin become so valuable? To understand the significance of the 1993 Washington quarter, we first need to take a look at its historical context. The 1993 quarter was part of the ongoing series of Washington quarters that began in 1932, the year of the coin's initial release. This quarter design, created by artist John Flanagan, has endured the test of time. Flanagan design, featuring a left-facing bust of George Washington on the obverse and a soaring eagle on the reverse, became a classic representation of American strength and unity. By 1993, the design was largely unchanged from its 1932 origins. But while the design remained consistent, the way coins were being produced had evolved. The late 20th century marked an interesting point for American coinage. The United States Mint was producing high quantities of quarters each year to keep up with the demand for everyday transactions. However, by the time the 1993 quarter was minted, a number of factors would begin to influence its rarity and value in the future. The 1993 quarter dollar was produced in large numbers, with the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and San Francisco Mint all contributing to the total mintage. This fact alone would normally make the 1993 quarter a common coin, circulating widely in the pockets of Americans and receiving little attention from collectors. However, as time passed, the value of certain coins would begin to soar, not because of the rarity of their mintages, but because of specific characteristics tied to individual coins, particularly those in pristine condition or exhibiting rare minting errors. Now let's examine the design of the 1993 Washington quarter dollar in greater detail. The obverse features George Washington, as always, his face etched with meticulous care. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the year of minting, 1993. Washington's figure remains the central focus, with every detail, from his hair to his features, showing the artistry behind the coin. The mint mark appears to the right of Washington's figure, indicating where the coin was struck. On the reverse side, the coin displays an eagle perched atop a bundle of arrows and an olive branch. The eagle symbolizes the United States' strength, while the olive branch represents peace, making this reverse design an emblem of the country's ideals. The reverse is surrounded by the inscriptions United States of America and E pluribus unum. The year 1993 is not only important because of the coin's production but also because Top 9. The 1995 Washington quarter dollar might seem like a regular coin, but it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and numismatists. The United States has minted quarters for over 2 centuries, and many of these coins, including the 1995 Washington quarter, have become iconic. However, it's not just any ordinary quarter. This coin has history, design, and rarity that makes it a prized possession among collectors, and its value today might surprise you, reaching as high as $30,000. Let's begin by exploring the history of the Washington quarter and how the 1995 edition fits into that broader narrative. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The coin's initial design, created by John Flanagan, featured the profile of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, a design that would become one of the most recognizable in U.S. history. Over the years, the Washington quarter went through some design changes, but the most prominent one came in 1999, when the U.S. Mint began releasing a new set of designs, representing each of the 50 states. Before that, however, the 1995 Washington quarter stood out as part of the standard series. By 1995, the design of the Washington quarter had become familiar and beloved by Americans. The obverse continued to feature the familiar bust of George Washington, while the reverse displayed a heraldic eagle. The Washington quarter was seen daily in circulation, yet many collectors were unaware that this seemingly mundane coin would soon become a valuable piece of American history. The 1995 Washington quarter dollar was minted in large numbers, but some of them stand out due to their condition, minting errors, and rarity. These factors play a huge role in the quarter's value today. To truly understand why the 1995 Washington quarter is worth so much, let's dive into the design and minting details that make this coin unique. The obverse of the 1995 Washington quarter features a classic image of George Washington, the first President of the United States. He is portrayed in profile, facing left. The design, which has remained mostly unchanged since 1932, showcases Washington with his characteristic features, his powdered wig, sharp eyes, and dignified profile. This image has become a symbol of American leadership, strength, and independence. Above Washington's image, we find the word, liberty, and the year of minting, 1995, while to the right, the phrase, "In God We Trust," can be found. The mint mark, indicating where the coin was minted, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, is also featured here. Turning the coin over to the reverse, we see the traditional eagle design, which also dates back to the early 20th century. This eagle is perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing the nation's military strength, while an olive branch rests in its other talon, symbolizing peace. This imagery on the reverse is a powerful reminder of the United States' values and ideals. The inscription, United States of America, is found at the top, while the phrase, E pluribus unum, out of many, one, graces the bottom. The denomination of the coin, quarter dollar, is inscribed as well. Now, let's talk about the minting details that affect the coin's overall value. The U.S. Mint produced the 1995 Washington quarter in 3 main mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint mark has a slight influence on the rarity and value of the coin. Quarters from the Philadelphia Mint typically do not feature a mint mark, while those from the Denver Mint are marked with a D, and those from San Francisco carry an S mint mark. Quarters minted in San Francisco, especially proof coins, are usually in higher demand due to their higher quality of production. The 1995 quarter was issued in regular circulation, but it was also included in special sets and proof collections. Proof coins, coins made specifically for collectors, are struck multiple times to ensure a high-quality finish, and they often come in sets like the 1995 proof set. These coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint and feature a shiny, mirror-like finish, which makes them particularly sought after by numismatists. Some of the highest value 1995 Washington quarters are proof coins in pristine condition with no blemishes or imperfections. While regular circulation coins are still valuable in excellent condition, proof coins or coins with specific minting errors are where the big money lies. Minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double strikes, and die cracks, can significantly increase the value of a coin. These rare variations occur during the production process, when the machinery used to strike the coins makes a mistake. These errors are extremely rare and make the affected coins highly collectible. One of the most famous error types for Washington quarters is the off-center strike, where the coin was not properly aligned during the minting process. This results in an incomplete design on one side of the coin. When a coin has an off-center strike, collectors can be certain that it is a unique specimen. While a perfectly struck Washington quarter from 1995 may be worth a few dollars, a coin with an off-center strike can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Another error that can boost the value of the 1995 Washington quarter is a double strike. This happens when a coin is struck more than once, usually resulting in the design being misaligned or overlapping. A double-struck quarter is a rare find, and such coins tend to sell for significant amounts due to their scarcity and uniqueness. When it comes to value, the 1995 Washington quarter has risen in price, primarily due to its condition, its rarity, and the interest in collecting errors. Uncirculated coins, coins that were never used in everyday transactions, are some of the most valuable. In general, a 1995 Washington quarter in excellent condition can range from $10 to $50, depending on the mint mark and the specific quality of the coin. However, for coins that have been graded as mint state or are proof coins in perfect condition, the value can soar significantly. Some proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, for example, have been known to sell for over $1,000 or more. These prices vary depending on the coin's condition and whether it is part of a complete set. Finally, error coins, such as those with off-center strikes or double strikes, can command prices in the range of $1,000 to $30,000, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. The most extreme examples, where errors are especially prominent or the coin has received a high numismatic grade, can exceed $30,000 at auction. So, why is the 1995 Washington quarter dollar valued at such a high price? As we've seen, the key factors contributing to its price are rarity, condition, minting errors, and collector interest. While millions of these coins were minted, it's the high-quality specimens, particularly those with unique minting errors, that make the 1995 Washington quarter dollar a prized possession in the world of coin collecting. In conclusion, the 1995 Washington quarter is much more than just a coin from the mid-1990s. It is a piece of American history, a symbol of the nation's ideals, and a reminder of how rare and beautiful coins can appreciate over time. If you come across a 1995 Washington quarter dollar, be sure to take a closer look. Who knows? You might be holding a $30,000 treasure in your hands. Top 10. The 1996 Washington quarter dollar is a significant coin in American numismatics, offering a blend of history, artistry, and rarity. For many coin collectors, the Washington quarter series represents more than just a coin. It's a connection to the founding ideals of the United States. Introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the Washington quarter has undergone several changes and variations over the years. The 1996 version, while a product of its era, offers collectors unique attributes that set it apart. Let's begin with the historical context surrounding the Washington quarter and how the 1996 version fits within this broader narrative. The coin, which has become an iconic symbol of American patriotism, was designed by John Flanagan. Its obverse features a portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. On the reverse, we find an eagle, an enduring symbol of the nation's strength and ideals. This simple yet powerful design has remained largely unchanged since its inception, with the primary alteration over time being updates to commemorate different milestones or shifts in the nation's history. The 1996 quarter was minted during a period of transition in American coinage. By this time, the coin had been in circulation for over 6 decades, and it continued to serve as the most commonly used 25-cent coin. Yet, as time passed, the Washington quarter began to evolve. As part of the 1990s coinage era, the 1996 quarter was primarily minted for regular circulation, but it also had notable versions created specifically for collectors. These included proof sets, mint sets, and even special editions to celebrate the nation's accomplishments. Despite being produced in large quantities, the 1996 quarter holds a special place in the hearts of collectors for various reasons. The sheer number of Washington quarters minted in 1996 doesn't diminish their appeal. Instead, it's the quality of these coins, as well as the specific variants available, that add depth and value to this seemingly simple quarter. The design of the 1996 Washington quarter remains largely consistent with its predecessors, offering a glimpse into the evolution of American coinage over several decades. The obverse features the striking portrait of George Washington, rendered in high relief. Washington's likeness is one of the most recognized images in U.S. history, capturing his timeless leadership and devotion to the country. Around Washington's bust are the inscriptions, "Liberty," at the top and "In God We Trust," just below his shoulder, a phrase that continues to carry significant meaning in American society. The year of minting, 1996, is also displayed to the right of Washington's image. The reverse of the coin continues the theme of national symbolism. It features a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, symbolizing strength and unity. The eagle's powerful stance represents the United States' resilience, and it clutches both an olive branch, symbolizing peace, and a bundle of arrows, representing military readiness. The inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E pluribus unum," out of many one, encircle the eagle, reinforcing the message of unity and patriotism. At the bottom, the words, $quarter," denote the coin's value. One of the most important aspects of the 1996 Washington quarter lies in its minting details. The United States Mint produced these coins in 3 primary locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each of these mints used a distinct method to create their coins, and the mint mark on the coin gives us a clue about its origin. Philadelphia Mint, coins from this mint do not bear a mint mark. These coins were struck with the standard design and released into circulation, though collectors still value them in high-quality condition. Denver Mint, these coins are marked with a DE mint mark. Quarters from Denver are typically struck with slightly different characteristics compared to their Philadelphia counterparts, although the difference is often subtle. San Francisco Mint. The San Francisco Mint is known for producing high-quality proof coins, often intended for collectors rather than for circulation. These proof coins are carefully crafted with a shiny, mirror-like finish, making them much more valuable than the regular circulation coins. While the bulk of the 1996 Washington quarters were struck for regular circulation, it was the proof coins from San Francisco that are particularly prized. These coins were struck multiple times to achieve a smooth, mirror-like surface, with deep, well-defined details. These proof versions were sold in proof sets, which were designed for collectors. As such, the demand for these high-quality coins has always been strong. For collectors, the 1996 Washington quarter dollar holds appeal for several reasons. First, it's a part of the long-running Washington quarter series, which itself is highly collectible. Second, the 1996 quarter is often sought after in high-grade condition. Uncirculated coins, in particular, are highly desirable. Since so many quarters were released into circulation, finding one that remains in pristine, uncirculated condition is not easy. These coins, graded as MS-65 or higher, can fetch several $100s at auction, especially if they come from one of the mint locations with a rarer mint mark. In addition to the uncirculated versions, proof coins from San Francisco are some of the most valuable 1996 Washington quarters. These coins were carefully crafted for collectors and struck multiple times to ensure a perfect design. The quality of these proof coins makes them much rarer and more desirable than those from regular circulation. Proof versions, especially those that are in perfect condition and come with a certificate of authenticity, can easily command prices of over $100 to $500 depending on their grade and packaging point. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting the 1996 Washington quarter lies in finding rare error coins. Minting errors are rare, and when they occur, they can significantly increase the value of a coin. Common types of errors include double strikes, off-center strikes, and die cracks. These errors happen during the minting process, when the coin does not properly align with the minting dies, leading to the unique flaws that make these coins so valuable. For example, an off-center strike could result in a quarter that is missing part of its design. An error coin from the 1996 Washington quarter series could sell for thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity and type of error. The true value of a 1996 Washington quarter depends on its condition, mint mark, and whether it has any minting errors. Coins in uncirculated condition can range from $10 to $50, depending on the mint and quality. Proof coins are generally worth much more, with prices for these starting at $100 and reaching as high as $500 for top-tier examples. However, minting errors and high-grade uncirculated coins can skyrocket in value, especially if they are particularly rare or in perfect condition. These coins can reach a value of $5,000 or more, particularly at auction where collectors are eager to add these rarities to their collections. As we approach the grand reveal of the coin's value, it's important to emphasize that the 1996 Washington quarter offers more than just monetary worth. It's a piece of American history, a connection to the past, a symbol of the nation's growth, and a reminder of the incredible artistry that goes into each coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey into numismatics, the 1996 Washington quarter dollar is a coin worth studying and potentially investing in. Today, the 1996 Washington quarter dollar can fetch a price upwards of $25,000 if it is in top-tier condition, particularly if it's a proof coin, a rare minting error, or if it's a coin graded as MS-67 or higher. This value reflects the ongoing appreciation for high-quality coins and the excitement collectors feel when they discover something as unique and special as the 1996 Washington quarter.